Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us today as we get set to bring you this quarterfinal matchup, Class 1, District 7 versus District 8 champions, College Heights Christian Cougars versus the Maryville Spoofhounds. Many of you have asked this week, what is a spoofhound? So in preparation for that, here's a little look. The Maryville mascot spoofhound was based on a plaster of Paris souvenir that was distributed during the 1921 Kansas City Convention. I'll let you read on there, as the mascot was a combination of 20 different photographs that were compiled. You can see that Langer sold the statue under his Spoofhound Novelty Company. He said, "The orneriest looking son of a gun that ever came down a company street. He's the Spoofhound." And how did Maryville get that mascot? Well, it comes down to the 1923 head football coach. After a game, he told reporters that his team looked like a bunch of spoofhounds. And the newspaper picked it up and stuck with it, and that became the official mascot for the Maryville football team.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Carl Junction High School for today's Class 1 quarterfinal match between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Maryville Spoofhounds, and the home team on the scoreboard, the College Heights Christian School Cougars. Good sportsmanship is vital.
Some others have asked, why is CHCS hosting this quarterfinal game? Answer is that CHCS, being the 7 district,
coaches, players,
hosts in odd years,
spectators can and are expected to assist in the promotion
and the
and achievement
8
of
district
good
would host in
sportsmanship
even
ideals
years.
by taking personal responsibility for keeping this contest at a high level of fair, wholesome competition. On behalf of the Missouri State High School Activities Association, we are pleased to welcome you to this quarterfinal soccer contest. Good luck to all teams. The winner of today's match will advance to the Class 1 semifinals on Friday, November 17th at the Worldwide Technology Soccer Park in Benton, Missouri. At this time, would you please rise to your feet and, gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Now, let's meet the starting lineup. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Maryville Spoofhounds. Senior, number 0, Jackson Staples. Senior, number 3, Gavin Ray. Freshman, number 4, Tate McCollum. Senior, number 6, Jason Teal. Sophomore, number 7, Cooper Lynn. Senior, number 8, Boyd Gallagher. Junior, number 10, Anmal Prabhakar. Senior, number 11, Landon Baker. Sophomore, number 12, Connor Moore. Senior, number 16, Lane Hazen. And sophomore, number 18, Juan Jacobson. And now, for the home team on the scoreboard, the College Heights Christian School Cougars. Junior, number 20, Liam Nelson. Sophomore, number 6, Ben Schumacher. Senior, number 7, Braden Youngberg. Junior, number 8, Michael Perrigan. Junior, number 10, Hudson Clevenger. Senior, number 12, Zach Beatty. Senior, number 14, Ethan Yukina. Junior, number 28, Gavin Dole. Senior, number 30, Stephen Calandro. Freshman, number 0, Rush Stewart. And sophomore, number 1, Derek Bowman.
All right, pregame introductions done, and we got a few minutes before kickoff here. Let's take a look at our impact players today. Coming into the game, leading scorers for the Cougars, Michael Perrigan, 22 goals on the year, 14 assists. Hudson Clevenger, been playing the center forward position the last couple of games, has really taken to that position, 13 goals on the year, 13 assists. And Liam Nelson, who's started to play wing after playing most of the year at center back, up top on the right side, 12 goals and 6 assists. Maryville players to watch. Kason Teal, senior, has 30 goals on the year and 12 assists. He'll play midfield for the Spoofhounds. Jackson Staples in the goal, 7 clean sheets this year, 72 saves. And Landon Baker, also senior, 8 goals and 4 assists on the year. Back four for the Cougars. Dole, Calandro, Yukina, and Bowman. Yukina spent much of the season out with an injury, just been back the last few games, and has really helped solidify that back line for the Cougars. In the midfield, Perrigan, Youngberg, and Schumacher. Youngberg's been playing multiple positions this year as the Cougars have been fighting health issues, and now Youngberg's getting to play his more natural position in the midfield. 2 goals and 8 assists for both Schumacher and Youngberg. And the goal today for the Cougars is Rush Stewart, a freshman, 102 saves on the year and 5 clean sheets. We're about ready for kickoff. We'll go ahead and get set up. The Cougars have won the toss and will be the first to play the ball. Hudson Clevenger in the middle. Waiting for the refs to take their positions. Cougars will be in a traditional 4-3-3. We'll see as the game progresses what the Spoofhounds are playing, but it looks like they could be in a 4-3-3 also, possibly a 4-4-2. Both goalies are ready. And we're underway. Ball played back to Youngberg to start out. Youngberg will drop it to his back line, Calandro. Calandro settles back to Youngberg in the middle. Youngberg, good touch. Plays it up to Perigin. Perigin gets challenged, is able to get through. Gets through to Schumacher with space. Schumacher up ahead. Carries to the far side. Schumacher still on the ball. Stolen away in the midfield. Schumacher back to it. Is able to get position. Schumacher finds Youngberg on the drop. Youngberg wide to Schumacher. He plays it back to Dow. Dow settles, plays it back to Schumacher with space to turn. Schumacher on the far side, looking for space, drops it back to Youngberg. Cougars possession as Youngberg switches the field over to the near side for Nelson. Nelson touches but can't control. And the Spoofhounds drop to their defender. Send over the top. Calandro comes up, comes into the middle. Yukon's there to chest it down into space. First, Schumacher in the center circle. Schumacher gets challenged. One in the midfield by number 10, Prabhakar. Spoofhounds on the ball, played into the middle for Teal. Teal looks for space on the near side. Nelson comes in to challenge. Teal gets through. Perigin comes up and wins the challenge. Up to Nelson. Nelson cuts it back. Still on the ball, leaves it down the line for Perigin. Perigin on the run on the near side. Tackle comes in by number 8, Galler, and wins the ball. Spoofhounds cleared away up to Teal in the midfield. Teal settles with his chest, plays it to the near side. Number 16 on the ball, Hazen. Leaves it for Teal. Youngberg comes on the challenge. Clevenger comes back and steals it away. Nelson back heel to Clevenger. Clevenger into the middle. Possessed by the Spoofhounds back to Perigin. Perigin on the near side cuts it across into the box. Cleared back out of bounds by the Spoofhounds. And that'll be a throw-in for the Cougars. Perigin takes the throw-in into the middle. Youngberg's there, settles with his chest. Prabhakar clears it away. Up ahead to the near side. Played it in the middle. Schumacher's there. Schumacher fighting for possession. Teal's able to get it into space in the midfield. Sent through, but Yukon's there. Leaves it for Calandro. Calandro wide to Bowman. Bowman down the line for Nelson. Nelson lets it go and gets around it. Cuts it back into the middle. Nelson plays it across, chips it in for Clevenger. Deflected away by number 4, McCullum. And back to him. Number 16, Hazen, plays it back to his back line. Switch to the field all the way to the far side. That's going to go out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Noel comes down to take the throw in, plays it back into the middle for Youngberg. Youngberg looking to control, drops it back to Yukon. Yukon settles with his chest, sends it up ahead. Beatty's there, but was offside as he tracked back to receive the ball. And that'll be a free kick for the Spoofhounds. Restart out of the back. Number 3, Ray. Over the near side. That's Hazen on the ball. Hazen has room. Perigin comes over to challenge. Hazen plays it through with his left. Calandro's there. Gets a touch. Perigin back heels back into the middle. Hazen on the ball. Youngberg challenging. Across the field, Youngberg's able to get a touch away. Spoofhounds back in possession. That's number 18, Jacobson. Get back into the middle circle. Youngberg on the ball. Teal comes back and gets a touch. McCullum on the ball. McCullum switches the field to the far side on the right corner. Dole comes back to challenge off of the Spoofhounds, number 12, Moore, and that'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Youngberg back to take the goal kick for the Cougars. Youngberg into the middle with the backspinning ball. Schumacher and Prabhakar there to challenge. Drop back to the back line for the Spoofhounds. That's number 3, Ray. Ray plays it up into the middle. Perigin steals. Perigin sends it high into the air to the near side. Nelson comes over. That's going to go out of bounds. Throw in for the Spoofhounds. Number 16, Hazen, plays it into Teal. Teal looking to turn. Perigin defending on his back. Teal leaves it for Hazen, but stolen away by Perigin. Perigin on the run. Prabhakar comes to challenge. Perigin cuts it back to the middle. Touched away by number 8, Gallagher. And he plays it all the way up ahead, down the far side. Yukonaw's there first. Yukonaw gets a touch, carries to the corner, plays it back wide, deflected by number 12, Moore. Back into the middle of the field for Schumacher. Schumacher carrying, heavy on the touch. McCollum's able to steal. Back to Teal. Teal holds up play. Teal's looking to get to space, looking at his action, chips it over the top, and Stewart's there, was able to grab it for the Cougars. Stewart on the quick outlet to Youngberg on the near side. Youngberg taking up space. Cuts it back to Perigin with plenty of room in the middle. Perigin has time, playing up ahead. Perigin gets challenged, and no call as number 3, Ray possesses. Ray plays it down the far side. Dole comes back communicating with Yukonaw, and Yukonaw decides to clear it away. Throw in for the Spoofhounds. Number 11, Baker, down for the throw. Plays it back to McCollum. Perigin challenging. McCollum and Perigin chase for the ball. Over to Prabhakar. And foul called on Perigin. That'll be a free kick. Let's see what his justification for the foul is here. Free kick for the Spoofhounds. 35 yards out. Teal's on the ball. Teal sends it on goal and goes wide, and that will be a goal kick for the Cougars. Yeah, thank you.
Go Tigers! There you go, win the ball!
Youngberg will take the goal kick for the Cougars. Plays it short to Calandro. Calandro has time. Back to Youngberg. Youngberg gets it stolen by Baker. Baker across the middle. Yukonaw's there to clear. Over to Bowman on the near side. Bowman's able to keep it in up to Clevenger. Clevenger is being challenged by number 7, Lynn. Back to the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher plays it up ahead, and Hazen heads it down to the near side. Perigin's able to get to it. Perigin plays it wide. Hazen's there for the ball. Hazen back to the middle for Prabhakar. Being challenged by Clevenger and Perigin. Prabhakar with his left to the near side. Bowman clears with his knee. Prabhakar heads it back in. That's number 7, Lynn, on the ball. Can't keep it in. Throw in for the Cougars. Calandro takes the throw in down the line. Hazen heads it back into Teal on the ground on the near side. Teal plays it back into the middle for Prabhakar. Heavy on the touch as Schumacher comes in to steal. Back to Teal. Youngberg comes in and challenges. Teal sends it across. Prabhakar heads it high into the air, and that goes over. Goal kick for the Cougars. Youngberg's there to take the goal kick. Plays it up head to Perigin. Deflected away by Teal. Gets to Clevenger. Clevenger settles with his chest. Challenged by number 8, Galliar. And Bowman throws it in. Deflected by number 4, McCollum. Out of bounds. Throw in for the Cougars off the deflection. Nelson comes back to take the throw. Nelson in the midfield for Schumacher. Stolen away by number 4, McCollum. Played all the way through, and Stewart will come up to the corner of the box and settles it with his feet. Stewart plays it over to Dole on the far side. Dole with his left up ahead to to Beatty, stolen away by 18 Jacobson. Jacobson plays it down the line. Number 12, Moore on the ball, loses out of bounds, throw in for the Cougars.
Go Cougars!
Bell takes the throw into Youngberg, pressured by Baker. Out of bounds again, thrown for the Cougars. Bell throws it into Schumacher. Schumacher settles and drops back. Youngberg will chase back as Yukonaw gives him space. Youngberg drops back to the keeper to reset. Stewart has time, plays it to Calandra. Calandra is able to open up. Teal comes in on pressure. Back to Yukonaw. Yukonaw makes a move. Gets over to the far side for Youngberg. Youngberg wide to Dole. Dole settles, goes down the line. Being pressured by McCullum. Dole settles, plays it to the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher and McCullum on the challenge. Schumacher gets position and draws the foul. Free kick for the Cougars. Perigin looking to take the quick start. Plays it up ahead to the backside for Nelson. And first chance for the keeper, Jackson Staples, in the goal for the Smoothhounds. Quick restart. Perigin comes in. Good tackle. And clears it away all the way down into the corner. That'll be a throw in for the Smoothhounds. Just under 30 minutes left here in the first half. First subs coming in the game as number 7, Cooper Lynn, subs out for number 12, Connor Moore. Actually, Connor was already in the game. I guess maybe that was 11 that came in. Nope, not sure where the sub happened. Throw in on the near side. That's Teal on the ball. Teal plays it back into the middle for Prabhakar. Clevenger comes over to pressure. Over to the far side. Jacobson on the ball. Beatty challenging. Jacobson gets down the line on the far side. Schumacher comes in. Jacobson cuts it back into the middle, making the run. Takes it with his left and sends it wide of the frame. Another goal kick for the Cougars. See, Jacobson got that cut in and maybe got a little anxious on that shot. Had some open space. Restart a play into the middle. Teal wins it. Bowman comes in and challenges, deflected away. Back to number 12, Moore. Moore plays it in. Yukonaw clears. Nelson on the ball on the near side. Nelson back to Perigin, stolen away by Hazen. Bowman comes in and clears into the midfield, and foul called on number 16, Hazen, on the challenge, and that'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Youngberg there takes a back spinning ball up ahead. Nelson lets it go for Perigin. Hazen touches to Prabhakar. Prabhakar into the middle for Teal. Teal tracks back to keep it in the center circle. Schumacher defending. Teal pokes it through to number 4, McCullum. Youngberg comes up and challenges and commits the foul. Free kick for the Smoothhounds.
Here we go, Black, come on!
Jacobson on the ball. Jacobson will take the restart for the Smoothhounds. Driving ball into the middle, goes through the first line. Perigin hits it high into the air. Fight for the ball. Yukonaw clears it away. Bowman comes over to the near side, plays it down the line, out of bounds, throw in for Smoothhounds. Quick throw in by Hazen. Prabhakar there heads it down the line as Bowman comes down a challenge. Teal loses his feet, out of bounds, throw in for the Cougars. Quick throw in by Perigin. Hazen comes up to challenge with Nelson. Knocked off Nelson, throw in for the Smoothhounds. Teal over for the throw in, number 6. Leading scorer for the Smoothhounds. Throw in into the top of the circle. Yukonaw heads it away. Looks like that might be a corner, and it is. Corner kick opportunity for the Smoothhounds. Teal over to take the corner kick. Stacked at the top of the box. Ball sent across, headed away by Yukonaw. Jacobson's there to follow, and Stewart's there to make the save. Stewart lets his team reset, punts the top spinning ball to the near side. Nelson heads it back to the middle for Youngberg. Youngberg knees it down, can't control it. McCollum sends it high into the air. Econaz there, plays it on the ground to Schumacher. Schumacher turns, plays it through. Hazen steps up and steals, but Perrigin's right there to deflect. Up to Clevenger, who leaves it for Perrigin on the near side. Perrigin holds up play. Perrigin looking to make a move. Gets to the edge, makes the fake, back into the box, plays it back to Schumacher for the follow, and deflected away by number 3, Ray. Back into the midfield for Baker. Youngberg challenges back, Baker plays it through, and Econaz there, clears it back to the middle circle for Perrigin. Perrigin's able to turn, being defended by McCullum. Perrigin gets through, plays it down for Nelson on the near side. Nelson holds up play, back to Perrigin. Perrigin gets into the box. Hazen steps, Perrigin's still on it, plays across the box, and cleared away by the Spoof Hounds. Back into play, Nelson plays it in, McCullum steps up, Schumacher challenging. McCullum down the near side, played to Teal. Teal possesses and turns, plays it through, gets all the way into the box, and Stewart's there, plays it out with his foot, and throw in for the Spoof Hounds. Baker over to take the throw. Clando's first to touch, sent high into the air. Still in the middle of the field. Teal gets to it. Youngberg comes in to challenge. Teal gets to the far side. Schumacher in defense. Teal tries to get to the edge and loses it out of bounds. Goal kick for the Cougars.
Hey, win this, Black. Come on, you gotta want it. Good side. There you go.
Youngberg plays the ball on the goal kick. McCollum's first to touch, settles with his chest. Plays it down to the corner for number 12, Moore. Calandro, good job shielding, and that will be a goal kick again for the Cougars.
Hey, you gotta go to the ball, guys. Come on.
Youngberg takes the goal kick up ahead to Perrigin. Perrigin's able to settle. Plays it high into the air for Nelson on the near side. Hazen's there. Heads it down the line out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Perrigin comes down quickly for the throw. Looks at his options, finds Schumacher in the midfield. Schumacher on the ball, probably card defending. Drops to Youngberg. Youngberg looking, plays it to Perrigin. Perrigin plays it to the top for Clevenger on the run. Beatty's on the backside. Jacobson's there to touch. Clevenger fighting for position at the box. Slide in by number 7, Lynn, to defend. Back into the midfield. Baker's there, being challenged by Youngberg. And foul called on Youngberg. Looked like Baker just lost his footing, but foul is called, and the Spoof Hounds will get a free kick.
Keepers out. Hey, win a ball. Keepers out.
Staples will come all the way up from the goal to take the free kick, set high into the air. Bouncing ball. Stewart's able to keep it out. Into trouble. Perrigin chips it away. Perrigin and Teal come back for the ball. And out of bounds on Perrigin. Throw in for the Spoof Hounds. Teal's checking his nose for blood as Perrigin and Teal look like they hit heads. Teal takes the throw up ahead. Econaz there, heads it away to the near side for Bowman. Back to Teal, chests it down, sends it in. Stewart positions himself and grabs the ball. Rush Stewart waits for his team to reset and punts it away. Top spinning ball into the midfield. Hazen's there, tries to settle. Nelson comes under pressure. Nelson steps in and wins the challenge. Perrigin on the ball. Perrigin makes a move, sends it up ahead. Clevenger will chase, as Staples comes up to the top of the box and is able to grab it. Plays it out to the far side for Jacobson. Beatty comes over to challenge. Jacobson carrying down the line. Beatty wins position. Drops it back to Schumacher. Schumacher's able to turn. Schumacher back in the middle for Perigin. Perigin 1-2 to Schumacher on the run. Number 3, Ray comes in, slide tackle, and is able to possess. Plays it back in the middle for Youngberg. Youngberg has time, plays it across to Nelson. Nelson holds. Back to Clevenger. Clevenger 1-2 to Nelson. Nelson comes in, gets through, plays it back to Clevenger. Clevenger settles at the top of the box. Shot far post! And goes just wide of frame. Goal kick for the Sleuthhounds. You can see Nelson gets through that initial challenge, drops it back to Clevenger, and Clevenger just overhooks it to the far post. Staples will chase the ball and set up for the goal kick. Staples restarts play out of the back. That's number 3, Ray. Plays it down the line for Jacobson on the far side. Perigin comes down to challenge, sent up ahead. Yukonos settles. Plays it back in the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher fighting for possession. Schumacher's able to win. Back into the middle. Stolen away by McCollum. McCollum to the middle for Teal. Teal back, 3-toe up ahead on the near side. Shot by number 12, Moore, goes over the goal. And that'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. See a good 3-toe ball by Teal outside of his foot and pressured by Bowman. Made Moore play that maybe before he's ready to. Goal kick restart. Teal on the ball after the first touch. Teal pushes it up ahead. Schumacher comes in for the challenge. Teal flops, no call. Again flops, and this time gets it. And boy, that's a tough call on the Cougars, as Cougars both times had position and Teal flailed over the play and got the call. Teal set up for the free kick just outside the box. Shot low in. Stewart's there and makes the save for the Cougars. Stewart punts it away into the midfield. Perigin's there, heads it high into the air. Clevenger in the center circle is able to settle it down to the far side. Jacobson comes up to challenge. Jacobson gets position as Clevenger is still fighting for possession. Schumacher comes in. Jacobson pokes it through. Yukonos there, plays it back on the ground for Perigin. Perigin settles, plays it up ahead to Nelson. Gets through to Nelson. Nelson fighting for position. Chipped up by number 8, Gallagher. Calandro plays it up to Nelson. Hazen on the ball on the near side. Bowman steps in. Bowman wins the challenge. Bowman leaves it for Nelson. Nelson chips it back. Clipped away. Number 12, Moore on the ball. Perigin steals. Perigin gets through the first challenge. Hazen comes in and deflects. And actually no deflection out on the Cougars, throwing for the Sleuthhounds. Sub coming in the game for the Sleuthhounds. That's Moore subbing out as number 20, Auxopolis, is coming in the game. Hazen takes the throw to Teal here on the near side. Perigin defending. Teal plays it on the ground. Yukonos steps up, heads it back in the center circle. Youngberg, good touch, has space in the circle. Plays it to Perigin. Perigin turns. Perigin gets through Hazen, sets up the shot, takes it far post, and goes wide of the frame. That'll be a goal kick for the Sleuthhounds. You see Youngberg plays that to Perigin. Perigin gets Hazen to step and just takes that shot maybe a little high up. Ball boys are going to have their work cut out for them with this big track behind the goal. And Staples will set up the goal kick. Looks like the Spoof-Hounds like to play it out of the back, but they're going to switch now as Staples will punt it away. Staples' big, high, back-spinning ball into the center circle. Schumacher gets up, heads it into the air for Perigin. Perigin heads it back up ahead to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to turn. Cleared away by Ray. Ray up ahead to Teal. Calandro challenging. Calandro steps in and clears. Back to Prabhakar in the center circle. Played to the near side for Teal. Drop back to Prabhakar, number 10. Perigin defending. Prabhakar makes a move. Gets it back to Teal on the near side. Bowman steps in and gets a touch deflected away by Calandro. Throw in for the Spoof-Hounds. Teal up ahead to Baker. Perigin there also. Left for Altsiposis. Calandro comes in and clears the way to the corner. Throw in for the Spoof-Hounds in the corner. Altsipolis gets the ball, but Teal will take the throw. Teal, big throw up ahead. Yukon heads it away, and that will be a corner kick for the Spoof-Hounds. Spoof-Hounds like to stack the top of the box on their corners. They have all their players committed forward except for one. Actually, they're going to drop one more back, so they're going to have two back. Ball set in, far post. It looks like Yukon was the first to touch, and there'll be a corner kick opposite side for the Spoof-Hounds. See if they switch who takes it. Looks like Hazen's going to come over for the Spoof-Hounds to take the corner on the opposite side. Get a little tighter view here. Left-footed kick in. Headed up by Altsiposis all the way to the near side. Teal's there. Schumacher steals. And out of bounds is the call. That'll be a throw in for the Cougars down in the corner. Youngberg there to take the throw. 13:30 left here in the first half. No score here in this Class 1 quarterfinal. Baker doesn't get called for the dangerous play, but nearly kicked Perigin in the face. Ball into the center circle. Beatty's first touch. Prabhakar steals. Prabhakar drops back to number 8, Gallagher. Over to Ray. Ray on the far side carrying over to Jacobson. Jacobson settles back in the middle to Prabhakar on the center circle. Perigin defending. Prabhakar plays it down the line. Dole's there. Gets a touch with his knee. Fights for possession. And Yukon comes in and clears it away up to Perigin. Perigin back heel to Beatty. Beatty drops it for Dole. Dole carries down the line as Jacobson's defending. Dole loses out of bounds on the far side. That'll be a throw in for the Spoof-Hounds. Ball back into play as Prabhakar drops it back to his back line. Switch of field over to the near side. Hazen on the ball as Nelson comes up. Baker plays it back to the middle. Calandro steals up to Schumacher. Calandro with his knee into the middle of the field for Perigin. Perigin in the center circle carrying to the far side. Perigin still on the ball. Number 2, Stevenson comes over to defend. Perigin carries back across the middle, plays it to the near side for Nelson. Nelson, good settle. Plays it back. Oh, if he'd been a little more patient, he could have cut that back and played that himself. Bowman wins the challenge back to Clevenger at the top. Baker on the ball, drops it back. Stolen by Nelson. Nelson to Clevenger. Clevenger plays it across the box for Beatty. Beatty gets up off of his shoulder. And Staples is there as he lets his team reset. Staples comes up and rolls it to the far side for Jacobson. Jacobson settles as Beatty comes up to pressure. Played in the middle for Prabhakar. Perigin defending. Foul called on Perigin on the step in, and free kick for the Spoof-Hounds. Quick restart by the Spoof-Hounds on the short play. Gallagher on the ball, drops it back to his keeper, to Staples. Staples has time, plays it over to the far side for Jacobson. Jacobson, good settle to keep it in. Beatty comes over to challenge. Drop back to Ray. Ray chips it high into the air and stays in play. Beatty and Jacobson fight for the possession. Perigin comes in and wins it off of Alex Aposis. Perigin into the middle. Teal comes back. Teal drops it back to his back line, back in the middle for Alex Apolis. Prabhakar on the ball. Schumacher defending. Alex Aposis in the middle circle, plays it through. Baker's there on the near side. Bowman defending, and Calandra steps in and clears it away for the Cougars. Throw in for the Spoof-Hounds. Baker takes the throw into Alex Aposis. Perigin steals. Perigin side spinning ball up ahead will clear away down the sideline, and that'll be a throw in for the Maryville Spoof-Hounds. Hazen takes the throw into Alex Aposis. Stolen away by Youngberg. Youngberg to Nelson. Nelson controlling position as Hazen defends and cleared away. Throw in for the Cougars. Youngberg there to take the throw in, plays it up ahead. Hazen heads it. Nelson heads it back into the back line. Gallagher there, stolen by Perigin. Perigin looking to get to the edge, plays it back across, and out of bounds, goal kick for the Spoof-Hounds. Just over 9 minutes left to play in the first, no score as Baker subs out. Quick restart out of the back for the Spoof-Hounds. Played across the field to Alex Aposis. Schumacher defending in front. Schumacher comes in fighting for position. Alex Aposis is able to turn. Schumacher still on the ball. Played down the line as Dole chases. So does Yukinoff. Number 2, Stevenson there on the far side. Played out of bounds. Spoof-Hounds will get the throw. Teal comes down to take the throw. Played into the middle, fight for position. Calandra heads it into the air. Bowman's there, clears it with his left, back to the center. Stevenson tries to get position, drops it for Teal. Teal takes the shot, deflected away, followed by Prabhakar, and out of play, throw in, or a goal kick, for the Cougars. You see Teal takes that shot, deflected by Perigin. And goal kick back into play. More on the near side, stolen away by Calandra. Calandra carries down the line, space in front. Prabhakar comes up to defend. Calandra tries to cut it back. Knocked away by Prabhakar out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Bowman comes down to take the throw. Played up ahead. Prabhakar first to touch. Calandra, a good settle over to Youngberg. Youngberg with time plays it up ahead to Perigin. Stolen away by Ray, up to Moore. Moore plays it through to Teal. Teal has room as Schumacher comes back to challenge. Yukinoff steps in. Played back to number 4, McCullum, and he can't get on top of it. That'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Sorry, that's actually an offside call. Let's take a look at that on replay. I don't know about that, but didn't result in a change in play. But it looked like Dole was keeping McCullum on the far side. But okay, restart of play. Youngberg plays it up to Perigin. Perigin, good header up to Clevenger. Clevenger plays it through. Good feet by Hazen to get a touch on that. Challenge in the air. Back to Perigin. Perigin plays it through to Nelson. Nelson, one touch. Hazen comes in with a heavy challenge. And back to number 8, Gallagher. Gallagher can't quite keep it in. Throw in for the Cougars. Perigin looks to take the quick throw. Leaves it for Nelson. Nelson settles. Back to Perigin. Moore steps in and clears it out of play. Throw in for Nelson. Nelson into the box for Perigin. Perigin heads it up into the 6-yard box. Moore makes a touch. Back to Hazen. Hazen trying to settle. Being pressured by Perigin. And Hazen just clears it away. And that'll be a throw-in for the Cougars. Just over 6 minutes left to play. Youngberg comes down to take the throw. Youngberg into the box. Fight for position. Drop back to Youngberg. Youngberg makes a move on Prabhakar. Leaves it for Clevenger. Clevenger tried to cut it back. Hazen's there to clear it. And that'll be the first corner kick of the game for the Cougars. Youngberg over for the corner. Schumacher and Beatty up top. Clevenger at about the 12-yard mark. Chipped high into the air. Perigin on the backside. Clevenger gets a head on it. Still in play, and Staples is able to come out and grab it. Staples looking to take a quick transition. Side spinning ball to the far side. Yukonah is there. Can't get the settle. One-on-one with Teal. Yukonah chases back. Bowman comes in. And Yukonah gets over there. Clears the way to the near side. Good team defense by the Cougars. And sub coming into the game, Baker back in as Alex Polis subs out. Teal takes the throw into the box. Yukonah is there, heads it away. Bowman plays it high into the air. Prabhakar sends it back in. Schumacher gets a touch up to Clevenger. Clevenger plays it down the line for Nelson. Nelson looking for position. Hazen's able to win it. Nelson deflects. Hazen back to Prabhakar. Clevenger comes in and steals. Clevenger dropped to Schumacher in the center circle. Prabhakar comes to it and steals. Back into the circle. Played through with his left. Teal on the ball. Calandra defending. Calandra steps in. Good challenge by Calandra. Plays it up ahead. Prabhakar's there. Youngberg defending. Prabhakar back with his left to Teal on the near side. Calandra again defending. Teal pushes across the field. Calandra, good challenge. Back to McCollum. And Calandra got called for the push. Free kick again for the Spoofhounds. Hard to see how that's a foul. It's clear shoulder to shoulder. I guess he's calling them for, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe Calandra extended his arm at the end of the play, but sure looked like it was shoulder to shoulder that won the ball. Teal will take the free kick. Far post goes over the top, and goal kick for the Cougars. We'll restart play here as Youngberg's in the goal to take the goal kick. Just over 3 minutes left in the first half, still no score. Youngberg will play it short to Yukonah. Yukonah is able to open up with time across to the middle for Youngberg. Youngberg plays it to the near side as Hazen and Nelson come over. Goes out of bounds, thrown for the Spoofhounds. Ball into the middle. Moore loses it to Perigin. Nelson back heel to Perigin as McCollum comes over and can't keep it in. Throw in for the Cougars. Perigin looking to take the quick throw, plays it across the middle for Schumacher on the run. Schumacher settles, carries it back to the near side, leaves it for Perigin. Perigin looking at his option, cuts it back as Prabhakar is defending, clears out of bounds, throw in again for the Cougars. Perigin takes the throw into the top of the box. Schumacher gets the first touch. Still in trouble in the box. Play to the near side. Hazen into the corner as Clevenger pressures. Hazen with his left foot down the line all the way up to Bowman. Bowman plays it back in the middle for Youngberg. Youngberg's able to receive and turn. Youngberg over to Perigin on the near side. Perigin carries, looking to get to the edge. Moore defending. Perigin cuts it back, deflects off Moore, and another corner kick for the Cougars. Youngberg over to take the corner. Back spinning ball. Perigin in the air. Goes all the way over as Clevenger gets back to it. Clevenger cuts it back across the middle. Baker's there to clear. Up into open space as Schumacher chases back. Schumacher looking to make a turn as Stevenson's defending. Dole's there. McCollum makes the touch up ahead. Calandra steps in on Teal. Fight for possession. Teal slides in. Back to Teal. Youngberg comes in and wins the challenge. Youngberg on the near side. Moore defending. Youngberg back into the middle, stolen away by McCollum. Back to Teal. Youngberg gets a touch. Youngberg is able to possess. Got back to Stewart in the goal. Stewart settles. Has time. Teal comes in. Stewart's able to play it up ahead to Moore. Schumacher comes in and deflects. Babacar there. Schumacher defending in front. Babacar drops it back to his back line. That's number 8, Gallagher. Over to the near side for Hazen. Hazen on the near side plays it across. Over Yukonov. No, Yukonov got up and was able to clear it. McCollum comes in. Dole steals. Dole on the far side comes across. Jacobson defending. Big challenge for the ball. Dole's able to win it and play it down the line. Ray comes over for possession. Ray on the far side. Takes up some space. Gives it to Jacobson on the line. Jacobson carrying down the line as Dole's defending. Perigin coming on the backside. Jacobson sends it across. Moore gets to it. He's able to keep it in, but Calandro's there. Calandro is able to get to it down the line. Just 10 seconds left in the first half. Nelson challenges for the ball in the middle. Schumacher comes in and clears it away. And that ball's to the center circle. And now we'll do it for the half. After 40 minutes of play, still no score. We'll put 10 minutes on the clock for halftime. And we'll take an audio break here while we send you through some first half recap replays. All right, we're back, ready to start the second half. Sioux Falls will take the ball to start. Let's get our clock reset. .40 minutes on the clock. Heels up top for the Spoof Hounds to take the kick. Refs are getting to their positions. Spoof Hounds going left to right this half. Cougars going right to left. Looks like they're setting up a kick down the right side by Prabhakar. Actually, Baker will send it into the middle. Gets through the first line. Calandra is there. Played back into the middle. Yukonov clears it away. Perigin settles. Perigin plays it up into the middle. Bouncing ball. Beatty chases and played to the far side. Back to Prabhakar in the middle. Played across the field to the near side. Stevenson on the ball. Drops back to his back line. Jacobson. Jacobson carries as Nelson comes to chase. Jacobson into the middle of the field. Calandra comes up. Schumacher's there. Sends it to the far side out of bounds. And that'll be a throw in for the Spoof Hounds. Hazen over to take the throw. Ball into the middle of the field. Perigin wins it into the center circle as McCullum comes back. Clevenger's there. Clevenger in the center circle on the ball. Carries to the near side. Plays it down the line. Nobody's there on the run. And that will go out of bounds on the end line. Goal kick for the Spoof Hounds. The Cougars did make one change as we restart play. Backspinning ball in the middle. Schumacher wins the header down to Perigin. Perigin tries to turn. Hazen comes in and challenges. Drops back to the back line for Gallagher. Gallagher back to the goal to Staples. Staples has time as he looks at his options. Clevenger comes up to pressure, and Staples sends it into the midfield. Calandra heads it down. Perigin comes up as Hazen challenges and touches it to the far sideline out of bounds, deflected off of the Spoof Hounds. Throw in for the Cougars. Beatty takes the throw to Perigin on the run, gets into the box. Number 8, Gallagher sends it high into the air. Baker comes over, first to touch, out of bounds, throw in for the Cougars. Bill leaves it for Nelson. Nelson down the line for Perigin. One in the air by Ray to Jacobson. Jacobson carries, played up ahead into the middle, and foul called on Perigin. Take a look at this play here. Player's tripped up. Not sure on that one. And restart a play into the middle as Clevenger challenges. Ray on the ball. Ray drops over to Jacobson on the near side. Jacobson carries, plays it down the line. McCullum tries to turn. Schumacher steals. Schumacher to Perigin. Perigin switches the field to Beatty on the far side. Hazen there to challenge. Beatty makes a touch, tries to clip it back. Gets into possession as Hazen steps around. Hazen drops back to number 8, Gallagher. Switches the field to the near side for Stevenson. Stevenson heads it into the middle for McCullum. McCullum back to Stevenson. Stevenson sends it down the line, but out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for the Cougars. Dahl comes over to take the throw. Leaves it for Yukonov. Yukonov has time to settle. Back to Dull. Dull down the line, actually. Jacobson's there. Jacobson tries to keep it in, and out of bounds. Throw in for the Cougars. Perigin's there for the throw. Big throw down the line for Nelson running. Jacobson wins it off his chest, but out of bounds. Throw in again for the Cougars.
Go, Cougars! Go, guys!
Nelson over to take the throw. To Youngberg. Youngberg with his chest. Bicycle kicks over the top into the middle of the field as McCullum wins it, but Perigin's there. Perigin makes the turn. Teal defending. Perigin carries down the line. Stevenson's able to deflect it with his feet. Nelson comes in to challenge as Teal's on the ball. Youngberg defending on the line. Dole comes in for the tackle. Teal still carrying down the line. Yukonaw comes over to pressure. Teal still carrying and chips it back. And corner kick is the call. Maryville will get the corner kick. Hazen comes over, the left-footed left back will come over to take the corner kick for the Spoothhounds. Spoothhounds stacking the top of the box. Ball to the back post. Perigin's there to clear it away. Goes all the way across. Bowman on the far side. Carries it down the line. Plays it up to Schumacher. Schumacher tries to turn. Ball went out of bounds, though. And that will be a throw-in for the Spoothhounds over on the far side. That's Teal over there for the throw. Teal throws it in the middle. Yukonaw gets over, plays it wide. Bowman's there. Bowman plays it down the line, out of bounds again, and throw in for the Spoothhounds. Teal again will take the throw. Teal throws it into the top. Dole tries to clear it. Ravikar tries to get on it. Shot by Stevenson, deflected away by Dole. And we're too tight on the camera here. Sorry about that. Dole carries down the line, deflected by Stevenson. Throw in for the Cougars. Dole leaves it for Perigin on the throw. Perigin, big kick up ahead. Touched by Hazen. Back to Ray. Ray settles. Plays it to the far side. Stolen away by Beatty. Back to Hazen. Beatty comes in on the tackle. Hazen's able to get through as Clevenger comes over. Left for more. Bowman steps in and wins it. Bowman up ahead. Hazen deflects. And Clevenger knocks it off of Hazen's chest. Throw in for the Cougars. Clevenger takes the throw into the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher's able to turn. Plays it down the line for Clevenger. Clevenger plays it back across for Youngberg. Youngberg tries to settle up to Nelson. Nelson chips it over for Youngberg as Stevenson tracks back. Stevenson wins it and drops it for Ray. Ray on the ball, plays it to the near side. And Stevenson tries to keep it in, but goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Cougars. Youngberg throw up ahead. Jacobson first to touch. Perigin fighting for position. Perigin still fighting. Across to the middle as Perigin draws the foul. And that was very similar to the fouls first half. I don't know if that's a. Let's see what you can see here to make this. Boy. There's a. Maybe that's a payback for the first half when those were called on the Cougars, but Cougars will get a free kick. Perigin and Youngberg over the ball. 30 yards out. Ref getting the keeper instructions. Perigin takes the shot. Far post! And it's a goal for the Cougars! What a ball by Michael Perigin. Upper bin. Perigin just buries it in the upper left corner to take the lead. All right, we're back to live action. Restart of play. Cougars now leading 1-0. Perigin wins the ball. Carries across the middle, back in the center circle. Youngberg on it. Youngberg drops to Yukonaw. Yukonaw over to Calandro, back to the center for Perigin. Perigin back heel, stolen by McCullum. McCullum plays it through with his left. Calandro wins it with his chest and draws the foul on Teal. Calandra is asking for a yellow on the cleat in the chest. Ref's not going to give it. Youngberg takes the free kick up ahead. Perigin tries to settle his chest. McCollum's there to clear. Schumacher settles it down and leaves it for Perigin. Perigin's able to turn. Perigin takes a shot from distance and sends it over the goal. Goal kick for the Spoof-Hounds. Quick restart by Staples. Ray on the ball. I'm sorry, that's number 8, Gallagher on the ball. Played across the near side for Jacobson. Jacobson's able to keep it in on the sideline. Nelson challenging. Back across to Perigin. Perigin leaves it for Clevenger. Clevenger fights for possession. And late call on the he was allowing the advantage there, and then called the foul. So Perigin will get a free kick here, 30 yards out. 4-man wall for the Spoof-Hounds. Perigin takes a shot, far post. Staples, great save. And that'll be a corner kick for the Cougars. Ball is on frame. Jacobson had to get up. Just knocks it over the top. Youngberg is over on the far side for the corner. Plays it into the backside, and Staples gets up and claws it into his possession. Quick transition as he punts it from the top of the box all the way to the near side. That's going to drift out of bounds. Throw in for the Cougars.
Keep it going, guys.
Throw in fight for possession. Schumacher on it. Schumacher carries across the middle, leaves it for Youngberg. Youngberg has time to settle, can't control it. Moore steps in. Bowman's over there and deflects it off of Moore. Throw in for the Cougars on the far side. Bowman over there to take the throw. Plays it up ahead to Schumacher. Baker steps in, called for the handball, and free kick for the Cougars. Perigin giving some instruction to Youngberg on what he wants as Youngberg sets up to take the free kick. Perigin, Clevenger, and Nelson all up top on the line. Backspinning ball up ahead by Youngberg. Nelson heads it, and Hazen deflects. Prabhakar and Perigin fight for the ball, and Perigin draws the foul at the top of the box. Perigin again set up for the free kick. Perigin 21 yards out. Chips it in and over the top. Goal kick for the Spoof-Hounds. Under 28 left to play here in the second half. Cougars with a 1-0 lead. Staples takes the goal kick high into the air, backspinning ball to the center circle. Dole's there, gets the first touch. McCollum plays it up to Baker. Baker down the far side as Calandro gets over there and clears it to the sideline. Perigin will chase, but will go out of bounds. Hazen over there for the throw. Perigin steals, plays it up ahead. Ray settles it with his chest. Clevenger comes in with Gallagher. Clevenger's able to settle it down, plays it back to Perigin. Perigin wins through traffic over to Youngberg. Youngberg comes in as Jacobson comes in and steals. Jacobson carries down the middle. Youngberg challenges. Dole comes in. Jacobson still on the run. Yukonov comes in, and Jacobson's able to get off his feet to Baker. Baker over to Teal, and that's a goal for the Spoof-Hounds. Tie game. The Cougars wanted it offside. Take a look back on replay. Looked like Bowman maybe was holding them on the backside. And we're restarting play, tied 1-1. Youngberg on the ball. Youngberg plays it up ahead. Hazen's there. Back to Clevenger. Clevenger and Hazen fighting for possession. Hazen's able to get through the middle. Schumacher comes in. Clevenger comes back, wins the ball to Youngberg. Youngberg to Perigin. Perigin gets the touch. McCollum comes in and steals. Back into the center circle. Youngberg fighting for possession, drops back to Calandro. Calandro in possession will take up some space, gives it to Youngberg in the circle. Baker comes up to pressure. Youngberg plays it wide to Bowman. Bowman settles. Back to Calandro. Calandro with time. Teal comes in and steals. Youngberg comes in. Yukonah defending. Teal all the way into the box, takes the shot, and the Sleuthhounds answer to take the 2-1 lead. Just a great goal by Teal, individual effort. Stolen away at the top by Teal. .26 minutes left to play. The Sleuthhounds now leading 2-1. Perigin on the ball, plays it to the far side for Beatty. Hazen plays it out of bounds. And throwing for the Cougars down the line. Clevenger to Perigin in the corner. Cleared away by Hazen, way out of play. Throwing again for the Cougars.
Go Cougars!
Perigin throw in, gets it into the box to Clevenger. Cleared away by Hazen again. This time keeps it in all the way into the center circle for Yukonah. Yukonah settles with his chest. Plays it to the near side for Dole. Dole comes over and challenges with Baker. And throwing for the Cougars. Dole throwing up ahead. Jacobson's there and Nelson. Foul called. Foul called on Jacobson. Free kick again for the Cougars. Perigin and Youngberg both on the ball. Youngberg takes a quick restart, and Staples is there ready. Sorry, that was Perigin that took a quick restart. Staples lets his team reset as he comes to the top of the box to punt it away. Side spinning ball all the way up past midfield. Yukonah's there, heads it down in the middle for Perigin. Perigin over to Schumacher. Schumacher has time to turn. Schumacher plays it through to the far side for Beatty. Beatty settles. Back to Schumacher, gets through. Calandro steps up back into Schumacher. Schumacher on the possession, makes a move. Gets in as Pabakar comes in and deflects. Schumacher still on the ball, gets into the box. And Gallagher clears. Side spinning ball up to Teal. Teal and Calandro fight for possession. Teal's able to make the turn. Yukonah defending and retreat. Yukonah steps in as Teal pokes it ahead, and Stewart's there to clean it up. Quick restart into the middle for Youngberg. Youngberg looking to turn as McCullough's defending. McCullough in front. Youngberg tries to poke through. Jacobson fighting for possession. Plays it back to Prabhakar. Back into the center circle. Clevenger comes into pressure. And Prabhakar draws the foul. Free kick for the Sleuthhounds. Number 8, Gallagher, comes up to take the free kick for the Sleuthhounds. Ball into the box. Perigin and Prabhakar get in the air. Bowman tries to clear with his left. It goes out of bounds. That'll be a corner kick for the Spoofhounds.
Clear it out. Let's go, Black. Come on, Cougars. Lots of time. Let's go.
Teal over to take the corner. Stacked at the top of the box. Runners coming inside, spinning ball. Stewart deflects it away. Val tries to clear it. Gets all the way over to the near side for Nelson. Nelson keeps it in play. Back to Schumacher. Schumacher tries to touch through. And Dole keeps it in bounds. Dole on the ball. Dole back to Perigin. Jacobson defending. Perigin makes a dangerous move. Is able to stay on it. Perigin turns, plays it through the middle. Hazen comes up and deflects. Youngberg comes back in and plays it high into the air down to the far side, out of bounds. Throw in for the Spoofhounds. Hazen over for the throw. McCollum gets the touch to the far side for Baker. Baker carrying across. I'm sorry, that's Moore. McCollum sends it high into the air. Baker comes over to get to the ball as Dole's pressuring in front. Baker holds up play, drops it back to number 15, Wilms. Schumacher working to get possession, is able to get the turn. Schumacher back in the middle of the field. Teal takes the shot, it's deflected away. And corner kick for the Spoofhounds. Teal will walk over to take the corner on the far side. Spinning ball in. Stewart comes up, can't control it, but gets back on top of it. As Hazen is there. Stewart punts the ball up ahead, low ball. McCollum gets the header down to Baker. Baker drops to Jacobson on the near side. Jacobson back across the middle for Teal. Teal settles with his chest, chips it over the top for McCollum if he's on, and flag is up. There'll be a free kick for the Cougars. See if we can see that. It looked like he had drifted off. It's hard to tell from here, but offside is the call. Youngberg takes the free kick in the middle of the field. Perigin's there, settles with his chest. McCollum defending. Perigin up ahead. Hazen's there. Played back in the middle. Top spinning ball. Bounces over Baker. Dole's there. Baker gets back to it. Plays it to the near side. Can't keep it in. Throw in for the Cougars. Throw into Youngberg. Youngberg has time. Back spinning ball up ahead to Nelson. Ray comes in and challenges. Gets all the way over the top for Gallagher. Wilms over to the near side for Jacobson. Nelson comes in to challenge. Jacobson's able to get through. Still on the ball. Played up ahead as Dole comes in and kicks it back to the near side. Nelson defending. Jacobson on the ball and knocked off of Nelson, throwing for the Spoofhounds. Jacobson takes the throw in the middle. Perigin deflects McCollum to Jacobson. Teal heads it into space and fight for possession as number 7, Lynn, is able to get back to it. Sent high in the air by McCollum to Teal and Calandra. Teal gets up and heads it in, but foul called on Teal in the air. And that'll be a free kick for the Cougars. Restart a play into the center circle. Headed down by the Spoofhounds. To the far side, Lynn on the ball. Bowman defending. Lynn back in the middle for Hazen. Hazen on the ball, back to Lynn. Then back to Hazen. Hazen loses his feet, is able to get back to it as Beatty defends. Beatty steals. Bowman clears it to the middle for Clevenger. Clevenger holds up play, gets it to Perigin in the center circle. Perigin's able to turn, gets a chase from behind. Perigin on the run. Center back steps. Ray back to Perigin. Perigin through for Nelson. Nelson comes in and cleared away. Corner kick for the Cougars. See, Perigin's able to make the turn, plays that through ball to Nelson. And good clear by the Spoofhound defense. Youngberg sets up for the corner kick on the near side. Driving ball into the backside. Cleared away by Hazen. Nelson sends it back in. Youngberg comes on the follow. Deflected away by Wilms. And throwing again for the Cougars. Dole sends it into Perigin. Perigin back kicks over the top to Ray. Back to Nelson. Nelson plays it across. Beatty chases to the far side, but can't get his feet on it and goes out of bounds. Goal kick for the Spoofhounds. Staples is going to take the goal kick as he sends his guys back to the midfield. He's going to punt it away. Kick it away. Into the center circle. Schumacher's there to settle. Leaves it for Perigin. Perigin back to Calandro. Calandro plays it through for Schumacher. Tries to turn. Schumacher on the ball. Plays it over to the far side for Bowman. Bowman leaves it for Calandro. Calandro on the ground to Schumacher. Back to Perigin. Perigin slide tackle. Wins it to Schumacher. Schumacher carries through to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to turn. Deflect away back to Schumacher. Schumacher through to Perigin. Perigin up to the top of the box. Still carrying. Sets it up. Chips it up in the air. Hazen deflects. Wilms is there. Heads it into the air. Schumacher comes in. McCollum is there to deflect. Perigin back on the ball. Takes a shot far post. And goes just wide. Goal kick for the Spoofhounds. Good activity there for the Cougars at the top of the box.
Keep it down here, guys.
Looks like the Spoofhounds are setting up to play it out of the back this time.
Let's go, play!
And Staples is actually sending his guys back to midfield, so he'll kick it away. Backspinning ball to the near side. Jacobson and Dole over here to challenge. Jacobson gets a touch up ahead. Yukonov over there. Yukonov with his left in the air for Dole. Dole tries to settle on the near side. Can't quite keep it in. Throw in for the Spoofhounds. Teal is there. Teal back to Jacobson. Perigin defending. Jacobson back to Teal on the near side. Dole defending. Teal gets around the edge. Yukonov there. Teal sends it back across, deflected away by Yukonov. And that will be a corner kick for the Spoofhounds. See, Teal gets through and then just sends it back off of Yukonov's foot. Hazen will come over to take the corner.
All right, let's go, Cougar!
Spoofhounds stacking the top of the box. Hazen sends the ball in. Headed by number 8, Gallagher, I believe that was. Great save by Stewart. And we're not going to be able to watch that as play is restarted. Stewart punts it back into the middle. Nelson and Ray fight for possession. Clevenger's able to get to it. Clevenger makes the turn in the middle of the field, plays it through. Hazen steps in and wins possession. Hazen sends it back up ahead as Calandro sends it to the far side. And foul called on the Cougars. Free kick for the Spoofhounds. Just over 13 left to play. Spoofhounds leading 2-1. Cougars scored first on a free kick by Perigin. Teal scored the next 2 goals. Ball sent in, goes wide of the frame. corner kick for the Smoothhounds. Hazen takes his time to come down to the corner on the near side, left-footed kicker. Smoothhounds again stacked at the top of the box. Side spinning ball in. Perigin gets a touch up to Schumacher at the top. Schumacher's able to clear. Ball played back in, stolen by Youngberg. Youngberg back to Clevenger. Clevenger cuts it back in the middle, back to Youngberg. Youngberg's able to get some space, plays it wide to Schumacher, stolen away by Lynn. Lynn on the far side, can't keep it in, and that will be a throw-in for the Cougars. Clevenger takes a throw into Schumacher. Schumacher has room, plays it to Perigin. Perigin driving ball deflected, and Bowman comes in and clears it away. Throw in for the Smoothhounds. Teal will take the throw in for Maryville. Under 12 minutes to play. Big throw up ahead. Baker gets a touch into the middle. Dole's there, sends it high into the air. Calandro gets the first touch. Jacobson controls it and sends it in, and saved by the keeper, Stewart. Stewart punts it to the near side, and that'll be out of bounds. Throw in for the Smoothhounds. Number 15, Wilms, comes over to take the throw. Ball played out of the back. Back spinning ball up ahead. Schumacher's there, heads it over to Youngberg. Youngberg on the far side. Youngberg chips it in the middle for Perigin. Perigin leaves it for Clevenger. Clevenger with room in front as McCollum chases. Clevenger plays it through to Nelson and goes all the way out the end line. Goal kick for the Smoothhounds. Hazen plays it down the line as Bowman comes up to challenge. Teal on the ball, plays it through, deflected by Calandro. Back to the middle, Calandro has time. Calandro in the center circle. Calandro back over to Dole on the near side. Dole back to Clevenger. Clevenger gets pressured, stolen away in the midfield by the Smoothhounds. Teal with room in front. Teal on the run, Yukina defending. Teal sends it through. Lynn's there, and off the football field goal post. That'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. Offside was the call as Stewart's down, struggling to get up. Just under 10 minutes to play. Maryville holding a 2-1 lead. Perigin will take the free kick for the Cougars. Perigin's backspinning ball up to the far side. Hazen gets up to head it away and throw in for the Cougars. Youngberg takes the throw into Perigin, back to Youngberg. Youngberg plays it in. Provocar is there on the ball, plays it up ahead into the circle as Yukina is able to play it down the line. Jacobson tries to settle with his chest. Dole comes in to challenge. Dole wins the challenge. Back to Clevenger. McCollum comes in, and Jacobson is able to get it to McCollum. Played up ahead. Bowman and Lynn challenge for the ball on the far side. Bowman wins it, but then tries to chip it back. Lynn steals. Yukina comes in at the center and plays it up ahead to Clevenger. Clevenger drops for Perigin. Perigin being challenged by McCollum. Perigin gets past. Back into the circle. plays it through for Schumacher. Schumacher on the ball, Prabhakar defending. Prabhakar steps in, drop to Clevenger. Clevenger gets through. Played into the middle as Hazen steps but can't control it. Perigin takes the shot and goes wide of the frame. Goal kick for the Spoofhounds. Looked like Perigin was on frame when he took that shot. It just goes wide. Under 8 to play. As actually we did have a stoppage on the when Stewart was down hurt, they stopped the clock. So just under 8 is the official time. We'll hold the clock until we get to the official time. Dowell wins the header, big header up down the near side. Levens it back to Nelson. Ray on the ball. Ray tries to settle, loses it out of bounds. And throw in for the Cougars. Nelson to Clevenger. McCollum defending. Clevenger across the middle as Prabhakar clears. Flandro steps in. Flandro over to Youngberg on the far side. Youngberg is able to possess on the ground over to Bowman. Bowman sends it through to Clevenger. Clevenger looking to turn over to Schumacher. Schumacher into the middle, takes it with his left. Deflected away by Gallagher. Cleared away by McCollum. Back to Calandro. Calandro on the ball, leaves it for Clevenger. Clevenger through to Youngberg on the far side. Youngberg setting up a send-in. Plays it to the far post and just goes over. Goal kick for the Spoofhounds. Back to live action. Staples takes the goal kick up ahead to the near side. Played into the middle. Steele's there to settle. Clevenger comes over to challenge. Steele plays it down the line and draws the foul. And they're going to stop the clock. Give Clevenger a yellow card. So the Cougars get a yellow, and Noah Haley will sub in. Clock restarts. Gallagher sends it up ahead. Yukonel wins the challenge up to Perigin. Perigin into the circle. Prabhakar defending. Perigin on the far side plays it down. Hazen back into the middle to Teal. Schumacher defending in front. Teal plays it to the near side for Moore. Dole defending as Moore drops to Wilms. Dole comes in with a good tackle. Knocked out of bounds. Quick throw in by Ray. Ray up ahead. Baker on the ball. Yukonel defending. Baker makes the bridge touch. Yukonel is able to get there. Carries to the sideline and deflects it off of Baker. That will be a throw in for the Cougars. And sub coming back in the game as Clevenger will sub back in for Noah Haley. I'm sorry, for Zach Beatty. Dole over on the near side will take the throw. A big throw up ahead to Perigin. Teal there also gets up to Nelson. Nelson back in the middle for Clevenger. Clevenger one touch down the line as Teal heads it back in. Clevenger back to the ball. Clevenger plays it through for Nelson. Nelson up ahead, gets into the box. And cleared away by the Spoofhounds. Up to number 12, Moore. Moore back to Jacobson. Bill comes in and clears it. Clevenger on the ball. Clevenger comes in with Ray. Ray deflects. High into the air as McCollum sends it away. Perigin back to the ball, clips it over the top. McCollum heads it down. Schumacher and McCollum fight for possession. And McCollum loses out of bounds, throw in for the Cougars. Play is stopped as I believe Baker took that in the face as Perigin tried to bicycle kick it over. Clock is stopped. Okay, restart of the clock as Dole's there for the throw. Plays it to Perigin. Perigin being defended by McCollum. Back to Dole. Dole back to Yukonaw. Yukonaw to Calandro. Calandro settles. Baker pressuring. Into the middle for Clevenger. Back to Calandro. Calandro chips it over the top for Haley. Deflected away. Hazen comes in as Clevenger pressures. Hazen leaves it for Prabhakar. Prabhakar into the center circle. Perigin tries to steal. And Perigin will get the yellow card for the promising attack. Clock stopped with actually 3:58 is the official time on the clock. Free kick for the Spoof Hounds in the center circle. Gallagher sends it up ahead. Clevenger heads it away. Anredder in the game. Anredder plays it down the line to Schumacher. Schumacher on the far side. Schumacher carrying as Teal comes back to pressure. Teal slides in, fight for possession. Schumacher and Teal fighting for possession as Teal shields.
Oh, come on! Give me a break!
And ref calls a foul on Schumacher for pushing through the back.
Come on, Cougar! Let's go, guys!
Clock is stopped as the AR is wanting to award the coach a yellow card. Restart a play. Teal sends it up ahead. Schumacher deflects into the middle for Clevenger. Clevenger plays it up to Nelson. Nelson one touch to Clevenger. Clevenger on the ball. Teal comes in, knocks away, but Schumacher's there. Schumacher to Youngberg. Youngberg on the far side. Teal defending. Youngberg back into the middle. Teal stills to McCollum. And another yellow card called on the Cougars. Let's see if we can see what happened there.
Come on, Cougars! Let's go, guys! Let's go!
2:50 on the official clock. Restart a play. Ball played down the line. Flanders over there first. Gets a touch as Lynn challenges. Flanders carries back to the middle, shielding the ball. Flanders plays it down the line, deflected by Lynn. That'll be a throw in for the Cougars. Bowman throws it into Calandro. Calandro sends it down the line. Goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Spoof Hounds. Teal comes in to take the throw. Throws it down the line on the far side. Lynn and Calandro chase. Calandro clears it way out of bounds. Throw in for the Spoof Hounds. Under 2 minutes left to play. Teal will take the throw. Baker plays it to Teal. Teal trying to take time in the corner. Perigin comes in. As the Spoof Hounds earn a corner kick as the clock continues to run. Teal sets up for the corner. Spinning ball in, goes all the way across and out of bounds. And that will be a goal kick for the Cougars. A minute left to play as Youngberg subs in. Anreder subs out for Youngberg. Perigin back to take the goal kick. Big backspin ball to the circle. Tropicar's there first to touch. Into the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher back to Plander. Plander plays it forward. Race settles over to Youngberg. Youngberg on the far side is being pressured by Lynn. Youngberg carries across, leaves it for Perigin. Perigin tries to send it through, deflected away by Lynn. Plander sends it back in. Hazen on the ball. Hazen sends it high into the air. Just 20 seconds left in the game. Teal back to the ball as Yukonaw's defending. Bowman clears it away off of Teal. Throw in for the Cougars. 10 seconds left. Countdown ready to start. Perigin throws it up ahead. Hazen heads it out of bounds. And that will do it for the game. Final score, Maryville 2, College Heights Christian 1. And Maryville will advance to the Final Four of the state championship. Cougars will go home proud of their season. First district title since 2004. And a well-matched game here at Carl Junction Stadium.
We would like to congratulate both teams on a great season, and we congratulate the Maryville Sloophounds on advancing to the Class 1 Final Four. Thank you for attending today's match. Have a safe
Plenty
ride home.
of highlights to show you here from the second half as we close up today. Take a moment here to celebrate the Spoof Hounds on their victory. And the Cougars coming in. All right, we'll take you back to the second half recap.